Hi, everyone. I'm Norman Williams with the Pratt Group.
And hey everyone, I'm Brandy Pratt with the Pratt Group, and we are brokered by eXp Realty. I know Norman and I have been a little bit MIA, but we are really, really excited about bringing you this because it is showing some remarkable numbers, and it's the whole month of July. I almost forgot which month we're in now, but it is for the whole month of July, and it's really, really great news, and I think you guys definitely want to watch it, whether you're buying or selling. It is remarkable what is going on here in the Coachella Valley with real estate, and so let's just jump right into this, Norman.
Alrighty. So the Coachella Valley median detached home price in July was $460,000, which is up 10.2% above a year ago. 7 cities have shown positive year-over-year price gains for detached homes, while only 2 are lower. The cities of Palm Desert and Palm Springs have the highest gains year-over-year at 11.5% and 11.2%. Those are our leaders here in the Valley. Sales over the last 12 months have declined in April, May, and June, but are stabilized and are now beginning to slightly turn up, which is a really good sign. We can expect this to increase the long-term sales to continue over the next 3 or 4 months and potentially rising back to normal levels. You hear us say every week, the inventory is super low, inventory is super low. Well, the Valley's inventory hit 2,050 units, and that's historically the lowest level we've ever seen. Because of the growing sales and record low inventory, the months of sales ratio is also at a record low of 2.7 months. This low ratio means the demand far exceeds the supply. Coupled with the lowest mortgage rates over the last 70 years, it should continue to put upward pressure on home prices throughout the Valley.
And I wanted to go back to the April, May, and June, how the sales started to decline a little bit. And in the beginning of all this, I remember Norman and I kept coming to you saying that there was a ton of fear, and there was fear. And so now I think that people are starting to see that everything is slightly opening back up, or they're realizing their needs in a home are completely different than what they were 8 months ago. And so now people want space, people want pools, people want different things. And that's what's attracting them to out here, especially because you can get a lot more for your money than sitting in the city in a small condo or apartment. So everyone's trying to, stabilize and see if we're ever going to go back into that, strict lockdown, and they want to have that space. So it's great to see this, and we are increasing month over month. The Valley's median attached home price in July was $279,500, and it's down about 2.1% from last year. Relative price weaknesses in the attached home market was first noted about a year ago and is not the result of the current pandemic, as the chart clearly shows demand for condos is a very seasonal and period between June and September. That has been weak every year since 2010, and we are now in that period, and it will be important to see the pattern as it continues.
Absolutely. Yeah, we always see, the condo sales pick up, right after the summer months. It's always, the biggest bunch of sales for those. I always feel like as soon as it starts cooling down.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we have been, showing single family residents a lot lately, and now we're transitioning back into the condo. So it's interesting to see that. But again, like it said, the sales have been down on the attached. As the chart clearly shows, average sales measured over the last 3 months showed a dramatic improvement in July for both detached and attached homes. This is a result of the surge in sales we've seen over the last month and a half. You will see this statistic in this month's COVID Companion Report, which shows short-term pending sales up 40% compared to a year ago levels. What this means is this trend we see in higher closed sales will continue for the next 2 months, probably reaching sales of 1,000 units a month. That is remarkable.
That's an interesting stat there at the end. So if we reach that, just like quick math in my head, that means that we would be under 2 months of total inventory if it starts getting 1,000 units a month.
Yeah, and that's something that's very interesting at its own, is only having 2.7 months of inventory. When clients are coming out over the weekend, we're literally having to look for properties that Thursday or Friday. That's how quick things are moving. So it's not sitting on the market very long. We're having to make decisions quicker, especially now. We have to have you pre-approved, or we have to have everything so that we know once we get back to the office and we submit an offer for you guys, we have all the documentation, because it is so competitive out there right now. We have to do so.
Absolutely. An interesting statistic here is the months of sales by price range. So the current months of sales ratios by price bracket is lower than the previous year's values in every single bracket. It's especially low for the homes priced between 500,000 and 900,000, which is kind of what I've always considered the sweet spot here in the Valley, where you can kind of get your best pick.
Yeah.
And all these price brackets in the Valley are now registered as a seller's market, including the $1 million plus bracket, which has a 6.9 month ratio. The kind of common thought here is, most people think any ratios over 6 months are a buyer's market. But higher priced homes and regions with higher priced homes, which I think we fall into, are allowed much higher ratios before they can be declared a buyer's market. So it's really interesting to see that. The $1 million price range kind of struggled a little bit last year. It felt like they stayed on for quite a while, and now they're in a seller's market. People are out there looking for them and, actively pursuing purchasing them. And, we're seeing sellers get what they wanted for them after they sat on the market forever. So it's a really good time for them to sell their houses.
Again, wanting more space. So that's an interesting one.
Yep.
So that is this month's update for you guys. And we were really excited to bring that for you. I hope you guys found that interesting and a lot of information as well. And if you guys need any more information, please give us a call. My number is 760-960-0381.
You can reach me at 760-464-2190.
And thank you everyone for watching again. We'll see you next week.
Thanks everyone.